Now, because this is a right triangle, my recommendations are Pythagorean theorem, trig ratios, or special properties of right triangles. Okay? Now, some of you I saw, use law of sines, and I heard you talking about it. If you use law of sines, that's fine. Law of sines just turns into a sine ratio anyway, because the sine of 90 degrees is 1. And so but if you can catch that, it saves you a little bit of time, and you can just use the trig ratio. So when I set this up, I have a hypotenuse of 43.78, an angle B of 21 degrees. And I'm going to keep this as B, but I'm going to call this H because my area is going to be 1/2 base times height. So the first thing I'm going to do is find my B value. So with respect to the angle I have, my B is opposite, my hypotenuse is H, so which trig ratio relates these two pieces of information? Sine. And so what I can do here is I can set up the sine of 21 degrees is equal to opposite B over hypotenuse 43.78. And so here, if I multiply both sides by 43.78, I get my B value. I'm going to leave that for right now. I'm not going to write it out yet. I'm now going to calculate my height. Now, I'm going to use the exact same angle that was provided. With respect to this angle 21, my H value is adjacent, and my other known value is hypotenuse. So which trig ratio relates adjacent and hypotenuse? The cosine. So cosine of 21 is equal to H over 4378. If I want to solve for H, multiply both sides by 4378. And there's my H value. So here I have my base and my height. My area is going to be 1/2 base times height. So what I can do right here is I can substitute this whole expression in for base. I can substitute this whole expression here in for my height, and I will get my calculated value. So when I multiply this, I get here 0.5 times my base, which is 43.78 times the sine of 21, times my height, which is here 43.78 times, and now I use the cosine of 21. And so when I hit enter, I get my total, which is 320.63. There's no units specified here, so it is an area, so I'll call it square units, and that would be my solution.